I was a kid. Michael Jordan was the biggest thing in my life, right? A Bulls fan in the 90s. But since
Yeah.
those teams, like your guys' squad is the most likable. And I know they're very good right now, but like team 1 through 12, I haven't seen a Bulls team that was as close as you guys were. Was that chemistry a product of on the court, or was it like team planes and dinners and stuff like that? Like, how did it become so close?
I mean, I think there was definitely a lot of, variables, but, it also, it shows, I'm talking about these projects I'm doing in Africa. I'm with Luol. So this is like, it's my brother. This is who we're friends beyond basketball. I'm
Right.
friends with Derrick beyond basketball. And all those teams were just really special because of that. Maybe it was because Tibbs was so tough as well that it just made us that much tighter, you know.
Yeah, hate Tibbs and then come together.
Exactly. You hate him to love him. So I think that was definitely a huge factor. He worked us really hard, and all we had was just each other to kind of talk about how hard he trained us and stuff. So I think that was part of it. But it was a great time, and I think that we can all go back to those times and say those were probably the most special times. The city was on fire. There was a lot of hope in the air about our team. It's unfortunate we never got a championship, but I think that the camaraderie of those teams are like a championship team, because we're still so tight. It's a real brotherhood, and I couldn't be, more proud of those teams. And I protect that. I protect those times. There's obviously, in brotherhoods, there's highs and lows, and, some high points, but some low points. But at the end of the day, we protect that at all costs, because we went all out and we tried our best.
There was a moment on one of those teams, you mentioned protecting and the brotherhood, when it always bothered me when Derrick was coming back from the injury and they said that he was like cleared to play, right? But then he didn't come back right away.
Yeah.
It always bothered me that like some fans turned on him, and I was like, man, why did the team even say that he had been cleared if he wasn't ready to come back? But I remember you coming out when people were turning on him and defending him and being like, he will play when he's ready to play. That's our brother. We see him in practice. We know how hard he is working. And I remember being so mad at Bulls fans and even the team for like, they were not showing him the loyalty that you were showing him. What was it like, that moment of protecting him when it didn't feel like, again, I'm not in the locker room, but it didn't feel like he was getting protected by the team and the fans like you were protecting? What do you remember about that time?
Well, I think that that shows that's the real brotherhood right there. It's like when things hit the fan, are you gonna be there for your guys? I can honestly say, that's one of the instances, many instances like that, where he had my back as well, where Derrick had my back as well. I wasn't playing well at the end, and there were definitely times where people, might have wanted to trade me, and Derrick had my back. And so I think it goes both ways, and it's the reason why we're still brothers today. At the end of the day, when you're done playing, and I'm looking at it from the outside, looking in and remembering those times, protecting your brothers, especially when there's adversity, is what it's all about, because all you have in the end are your memories and your relationships. And if you don't protect that, then, all you leave with is money. And that's a sad way to go out.
It was truly one of the best moments of teammateship that I've ever seen in any sport.
Appreciate
it really
that,
was.
Man.
It really was.
I love that guy. I love that guy, and it goes far beyond basketball, So, those teams, I know that those teams were very special. And when I see those guys, it always puts a smile on my face. There's no better feeling than that. And, there are teams who win championships and like who have no relationship at all. So I just know that there's winning championships, but winning it with that group would have been very special because the brotherhood is real. And just like you said, those are all moments that, when there's adversity, You know, you're either going to turn your back or you're going to stand for your guys. And I think that we always did that for each other. And that's why the relationships are far beyond basketball.